Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter, and I'm back with a very special guest, Crazy J.
How are you doing, Mr. Butter?
I am so good, I can't stand myself. How about yourself?
Wow, I wish I was that good.
You're that good.
I am that good.
Yeah, he's that good too. We were talking today, and you were saying that you thought it was maybe last year that since we did a shoe review, sneaker talk, that sort of thing, but it was actually January. So not quite last year, but it's been a minute. The channel has grown significantly this year, so there might be a lot of folks that don't know what Crazy J is all about. I mean, I would assume most people know, you know, the legend of Crazy J, but anyhow, this is my big brother, and he's pretty much just a wild man, you know? So, would you consider yourself a sneakerhead?
A sneakerhead? Not really, no. I am familiar with sneakers,
Yeah,
but...
You've worn shoes from time to time?
Yeah.
What shoe would you say you've been wearing the most lately?
I've been wearing a lot of Pumas lately.
Ah, Puma. Very into the Puma. The suede, right? Isn't that what you're into?
Yeah.
That's your jam.
That is my jam.
But after one of our videos, you got a pair of Sauconys.
Yes.
And you like them.
I really like those Sauconys.
But you're still primarily a Puma man.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, very good. We're a couple of 90s kids. You were older than me. Graduated in 97. What was your favorite band in the 90s?
Oh, I had a couple favorites. Probably when I was in high school, it was probably Primus.
Yep. What else was up there for you?
Radiohead was really good.
Radiohead. Still love Radiohead.
Yeah.
That's good vibe music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the era that we're coming from. So I'm more of the sneakerhead of the family, and you're just pretty much the wild man, the Rolling Stone, the jet setter, that sort of thing. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through 5 recent pickups, semi-recent pickups, and just get Crazy J's opinion on them. Being a non-sneakerhead, it's always a good time to hang out with him and just see what he thinks about these shoes. Maybe we'll see if these are shoes that you would wear, and then maybe after we're done going through the 5, you can put them in places, 1 being the best down through 5 to your least favorite out of these shoes.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, I can't wait, man.
Hey, me neither.
Let's get to it.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. So first off, I'm surprised you're not really a huge New Balance guy.
You know, I am too. I've liked a lot of the New Balance that I've seen.
And you live in the DMV. You rep the DMV.
That's right.
I hear that New Balances are quite common in the DMV area. Do you see them a lot?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All the time.
And I mean, I guess I should say they're common everywhere. This is a new silhouette from New Balance. It's called the Warped Runner, and this is the first colorway to release in this silhouette, but they're saying that this might be the next big thing. What do you think about this thing?
This thing, so I think I've said before on one of your prior videos, I have just never quite understood like the cream color, the white color, like those kind of solid white or cream shoes.
Oh.
When we were growing up, they were, you know, like, you know, great uncle shoes, you know?
Yeah.
Like grandpa shoes.
Yeah.
And I know they were a lot more popular now, but I just really couldn't get the vibe. I get the vibe.
You do get the vibe from this.
I like, you know, it's been established that I like the suede, so
okay.
I like this kind of rough sort of off-white of the suede. Yeah, these are working for me.
Okay, well there you go. See, I wasn't sure. I honestly didn't know what you would think of these. New Balance said they wanted to take their retro runner inspiration or whatever, but give it like a futuristic look. Okay. And you can definitely see that. I think most notably with that giant midsole that we have. What do you think of that?
Yeah, again, I think it's something that I'm not always into, but it just works on this shoe for
I
some
like
reason.
that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
this is a shoe that you might see yourself wearing.
I potentially could. Yeah.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised. I thought maybe this midsole would just turn you off. And
full of surprises.
that's one thing that should be said about Crazy J. Always full of surprises. That's right. Well, there's a lot more colorways of these coming. I saw some blue ones on the horizon. I don't think they've dropped in the US yet. And like I said, this was the first colorway. So I don't know. You might have to grab yourself a pair at some point.
I might, yeah.
All right. Well, so that's number one. You feel pretty solid about them.
Yeah, I like these.
Okay. The Warped Runner from New Balance. He's a fan. Next one. This might be the most recent pickup that I'm going to show you today. This is a standard Jordan 1 box, but it's got these hits of gold. Just makes it look a little bit more classy, but I really love this pair. We'll see what you think about them. I am a huge fan of the Jordan 1, which is this silhouette. Are you familiar with these or not? You've seen them before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And like this is like the classic Air Jordan logo,
yes.
right? Okay.
Yeah. The Wings logo.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the Jordan 1 High OG in the Palomino colorway, and I guess it gets its name Palomino from the brown horses or something like that. But it's got this brown nubuck all over it, and I think these surprised a lot of people because the materials are actually really, really good. For a while here recently, a lot of people have been saying that Jordan 1 highs kind of fell off. A lot of people aren't feeling Jordan 1 highs or anything. These sold out immediately, and they continue to be pretty sought after. And I think a lot of people were surprised, like, oh, I guess there is still interest in Jordan 1 highs. But I love this pair. What do you think of these?
Well, again, I think I've been on the record that, high tops just aren't as much my thing. These are a pretty nice pair of shoes, I must admit. I like the colorway. I like the black and Palomino.
Yeah, this brown nubuck.
Yeah, I like how that black and brown goes together. Yeah, like you said, the materials are really nice. It's if there was something, a low top, something like this, I could be into that.
Yeah, they do make Jordan 1 lows, and I actually thought about bringing over a pair of them, but I really wanted to get your opinion on this. So maybe next time I'll bring over a pair of lows. So this being a high top, it probably wouldn't be a shoe that you'd wear.
Probably not.
Not even throw some skinny jeans on and get ready for date night, you know? Not gonna happen.
You're right,
Yeah. What do you think of the gold on the tongue?
That, I do like the gold.
I like that too.
Yeah, I like that kind of, pop that it has.
Yeah. I'm all about that pop too. That's probably where I learned it from. That's probably where I learned about the pop, was Big Brother Crazy J.
Learned about the pop.
Hey, that pop don't stop. This might not be one that you'd wear just because it's a high top or whatever, but you can see why this is a likable shoe.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, well, I like that. We'll get to the next one. I have shown you this silhouette before. It's a Yeezy. This colorway came out, I think, in 2019, either 2018 or 2019. I actually wasn't quite feeling Yeezy 350 V2s until I saw this colorway. The Adidas Yeezy relationship is pretty much a thing of the past. Well, they already had a bunch of Yeezy models made, and recently they decided to sell everything that they have. There's supposed to still be a couple of shoes dropping, but they've been clearing out their warehouses with their Yeezy inventory. And I think to make themselves feel okay with it, they say that they're donating a portion of the profit to charity. I always wanted this colorway, and like I said, this is the color of this shoe that made me start liking this shoe. So I'm interested in seeing what you say about it.
All right. Aha.
Ooh, it got a aha. The more that I look at this shoe, I love this pair. Like, I think I'm going to be wearing them.
Up there.
Yeah, it's real. I love this pair. I stinking love this pair. And I think the name Static is perfect because it does kind of remind you of like the old box TVs whenever you put it on a channel that you know what I mean? It does kind of look like Static. There's another version of this that has reflective all through the upper, like all through the knit upper. These only have reflective in the laces, but I don't really care if the whole upper is reflective or not. They re-released this shoe. I almost didn't grab them, but I am so glad that I did because it's one of my favorite Yeezy 350 V2s. What do you think about these?
Yeah, I think these are a pair of shoes that I'm just too much of a normie to really understand. You know, it's kind of like the cloth on the shoes is just something that I've just never been able to kind of wrap my head around. I mean, I can appreciate that it's a well-made shoe, you know? I can appreciate, you know, a lot of people like them, and yeah, I do like the soles. This is pretty neat.
Isn't that neat? Yeah,
I do like that.
And if you look on a lot of them, the outsole rubber is usually a different color than the midsole on the side, and then the outsole kind of wraps up. And there's usually just a little bit of a difference in color here on the back, and you can just barely see that. But you can see through this midsole, it's got a huge thick piece of that boost, which is like so bouncy. Yeah. I mean, it practically does the walking for you.
Yeah, I know.
That probably sounds good to you, right?
Absolutely. It's like, who wants to walk?
Right. You know? Walking is so overrated these days. Yeah. I'll go for a good sit any day, you know? Yeah,
good sit.
Right.
Yeah. A
nice recline.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, man.
Oh, don't even get me started, right? So these you still don't really get too much.
Yeah. These shoes are like, you know, it's not you, it's me, you know?
Yeah. You were used to saying that in high school, huh? Sorry, baby, it ain't you, right? Yeah. So the same thing with Yeezy 350 V2s. I thought that maybe this would be the 350 V2 to, you know, pique your interest. However, I guess we're still looking for that perfect match.
I will say it probably is my favorite of all the Yeezys that you've shown me.
Okay.
I do like the gray and white, that kind of, like you said, that kind of old TV Static.
Yeah, but the silhouette overall probably isn't for you.
No.
Okay. Well,
someone else would appreciate it better.
Right. If you love them, let them go. Okay. All right. Well then, with that, we'll go on to the next one. I don't know if you recognize this emblem. Do you see that in gloss?
I see it.
It's a sheath.
Recognize it.
You know what a sheath is, right? Like a sword.
Oh yeah.
You know, into the sheath. Okay. And then there's a signature right underneath it.
Yeah, I can't tell what that signature is.
So that's Kobe Bryant. Yeah, I'll hand you that one. This is actually not my pair of shoes. I really wish it was, but you'll notice these are much bigger than what my shoes are. These actually belong to Silent Z, and this is a shoe that they called the Mambasita, and it's a Protro 6. A lot of people say that this is the best basketball shoe of all time. Kobe's are pretty much known for being the best shoes for on court. This pair I tried to get whenever they first dropped, which was a year or two ago. However, I didn't get them. They just did a restock of these, and they didn't release many pairs at all. But on August 24th, they have deemed that Mamba Day because Kobe wore the numbers 8 and the number 24.
Okay.
And I didn't realize this either. On my video of one of my Kobe's, somebody commented that when Kobe changed his number, he wanted it to be one above Michael Jordan. Isn't that bold?
Yeah.
Like, that's, I don't know. It's cool, and it's like, it's a bold move. Not many people could get away with that.
No.
But I think if anybody could, it would be Kobe Bryant. But anyhow, on the back of the shoe, this one says Gigi. So that's the name of his daughter who passed in the helicopter crash along with Kobe. This has the number 2. That was Gigi's number.
Oh.
Okay,
I was
and
wondering
then
what that 2 was.
And then if you look on the insole, it actually says Mambasita, and then it has the number 2 with a halo and wings. But these were released to celebrate Gigi's 16th birthday. I think this shoe is so stinking cool looking. Don't you think?
This shoe is like, I always talk about my normie taste on these videos. And I like this a lot.
You do?
I do.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's just like these little kind of scales or whatever that
Yeah,
is.
and that's what it is. It's like snake skin.
Oh,
Because
okay.
the black mamba, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
But I think the Kobe 6, is probably my favorite Kobe of all time, just because of that texture. I just think it is so cool. And two, you might think that it wouldn't look right, but something about it just works for me. Yeah, I think they are so stinking cool. So you think this is all right?
I do like this.
So if you were getting back into hooping, this is a shoe that you could see yourself wearing.
I think I could.
All right. I got a pair of Kobe 8s not long ago, and it really made me want to get the boys back together and play some basketball, you know? So, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to get a game, at least a game of knockout or something going, you know?
Yeah, start slow.
Start slow. Right. A game of pig, and then maybe we can work our way
up to horse.
Work up to horse, and then if we're feeling froggy, do a game of knockout.
That sounds like a plan.
All right, that's the way we'll start. Baby steps, you know? But, okay, so this one you think is pretty cool.
I like this one.
All right, I like this one a lot too. So, all right, with that, we'll go ahead and move on to the last pair.
Sounds good.
All right. This is one of my favorite pickups of this year. I ended up getting these for retail on the sneakers app, and they ended up being way more limited than what anybody realized. So I'm definitely glad that I got these. I probably would have never paid resale for them or anything like that, but I'm really glad that I have them in the collection. Look at that. So this is a 3-way collaboration between Nike, and then I think on the back of that shoe it says Clot, and on the back of this one it says Fragment. So the designer, the founder of Clot and the founder of Fragment are really good friends. I think this pair was to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Clot. I'll have to look that up. It was to celebrate something. I think these things are crazy looking. I actually really like these. It has that cool kind of fabric all over the shoe. And this is actually a tearaway fabric, and underneath of it, I don't know if you can tell or not, but like up here you can see a black swoosh, and over here there's like a Fragment emblem, and I think on that one it has the Clot emblem like down here, and then the black swoosh. But the swooshes are completely black. They're just all black leather. And then the majority of the shoe underneath is just a white leather. It's supposed to be really good material. But these are tearaways, so some people have removed the fabric from the swooshes and that. But I just think they look so nice like this. Like, I couldn't imagine taking that fabric off. What are your thoughts on these?
Yeah, these are, again, another one of those pairs of shoes that I can't really see myself wearing, but I can at least appreciate the design of this.
Okay.
Yeah, the fabric is really neat. Something that I don't think I've really seen in a shoe before.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just kind of the intricate designs. I will say I do like these blue shoelaces.
Yeah.
I think those would really work.
I've seen some lace swaps with them, and I do think that they look really nice as well. I haven't worn these, and I don't know if when I do, if I'll put the blue laces in or if I'll just rock them with black. But I feel like this is a sneaker that you could wear like to a dress up occasion. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to a wedding or something big like that.
Yeah.
I think these are one that you can definitely put on a fancy outfit too.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But so for you personally, this isn't a shoe that you would see yourself wearing?
Not so much, no.
I've always kind of worn flashy stuff. You know, I've always liked kind of crazy stuff. And I feel like this is just enough, like it's not too much, but it's just enough crazy to really, you know, hit me, you know, in the sweet spot. You know what I mean? Right. But, okay, so this isn't one that you would see yourself wearing, but you can appreciate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So out of these 5 shoes that we've looked at, these 5 pairs, what do you think your favorite pair is? What's number 1? Or should we start with number 5?
Number 5.
Let's start with your least favorite out of these 5 pairs of shoes.
So yeah, probably the ones I wasn't feeling as much were the Jordans, the Yeezys, and the clot fragment.
Okay. Which is the most hideous out of these 3?
I don't know that any are hideous.
Be a savage.
I don't know. Probably I gotta go with the Yeezys on the bottom.
The Yeezys on the bottom. Okay.
I'm just too much of a traditionalist. My shoes have to have like a tongue that's actually a tongue. You know?
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want Kanye to be Kanye. But so this is number 5. Then what's your second least favorite out of these?
Probably the clot fragment. Again, nothing really against the shoes, but a lot of times I just kind of rate these on, would I wear them?
Right.
I'm not going to wear those.
Okay.
Those, even though those are high tops, those are probably the high tops that would be closest to wearing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can appreciate that. Okay, so these ones at number 3. So then for the top 2, we've got the Kobe's and then the Warped Runners. What's your favorite silhouette out of those 2? I mean, I feel like the ones that you'd be most likely to wear, I mean...
Yeah, between the 2, I think, again, the most likely to wear, I think, has got to be the New Balance.
Wow, okay. So, just to recap, you ranked the Warped Runners number 1, the Kobe Maubacitas number 2, the Palomino Jordan 1 highs at number 3. Then we've got the Clot Fragments at number 4. And bringing up the rear, we've got those crazy static Yeezy 350 V2s. It's been an absolute pleasure.
It has.
You're a gift to humanity.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you keep doing what you do, Mr. Butter.
Hey, I couldn't stop now even if I wanted to, you know? But we appreciate y'all watching, and we will catch you on the next one. We're out.
Peace.